1. The 34 laser cross-line scan mode works only with marker scans and is suitable for scanning highly shiny or dark surfaces without using scanning spray. It delivers up to 3 million points per second, ensuring high accuracy and faster scanning. 2. The 15 laser parallel line scan mode also only works in marker scans, and it's ideal for scanning spray-free scans of shiny or dark objects. It's suited to capturing fine features and complex surface details. 3. The single-line deep hole scanning mode is for scanning deep holes, grooves, and other narrow areas. It complements the cross lines or parallel line scan modes by capturing fine details. 4. The full field mode uses blue structured light to scan feature-rich objects without markers, enabling fast, efficient data capture. 5. Finally, the Auto Turntable scan mode works in conjunction with a dual-axis turntable. The software allows customization of turntable rotation direction and other settings. The scanner performs fully automated scanning via single-frame capture. Download and install Revo Metro from Revopoint's website at global.revopoint3d.com before your first scan. Open the software and connect the scanner. The home page will display the scanner's connection status and connection method. Click the settings icon in the top right to change the interface language, configure the scanner's M button, adjust the file save path, or check system performance and other operations. The navigation bar on the left lets you switch between Home, Learn, and Contact Us and perform related operations. In the lower left corner of the home page is the scanner calibration process. You can click here to perform accuracy tests and calibrate the scanner. Click New Project to open the scanning interface. The software defaults to marker scan, but can be changed as needed. The left side has the camera adjustment area and preview window. Click Auto for automatic exposure adjustment, or choose Manual and adjust the settings to ensure that as much of the object surface as possible appears gray. When color scan is enabled, you can also manually or automatically adjust the RGB camera parameters below to obtain high-quality color scans. In the center of the scanning interface is the main view area, where you can observe real-time model data capturing during the scanning process. On the right is the distance indicator bar, which shows the distance between the scanner and the object. Keep the distance within the green range for optimal results. The lower right corner displays the accumulated rendered frames. At the top right of the interface are the real-time frame rate display and the scan controls, including start and pause. Next is the target point distance. Smaller values produce finer, more detailed 3D models, but will slow down scanning speed. Below are the scan scene settings. First is the scan mode, which you can select based on your needs. When you select the Auto Turntable scan mode, a button for turntable auto capture settings will appear. Click the Settings button to open the control panel, where you can connect the turntable and set parameters like rotation direction, interval angle, and number of rotations. Next, set the scan quality, tracking mode, and scan object as needed. Next is the selection of the inner diameter of the markers. By default, all options are selected. Before scanning, simply select the marker size corresponding to the one being used. Full field and auto turntable modes include a base removal feature that, when enabled, automatically detects and removes flat surfaces like tables or floors around the object. The scan distance setting in the bottom right corner adjusts the depth camera's working distance, letting you remove redundant backgrounds and highlight the target object. Click the ball plate measurement button at the top of the interface to access the feature. For more details, see the ball plate measurement tutorial. Click the mirroring button in the upper right corner of the interface to access the scan streaming function. You need to download the Revo Mirror software on both the computer and the mobile device in advance. For detailed instructions, please refer to the Revo Mirror screen mirroring tutorial. In addition, you can click full screen to expand the real-time preview interface. After finishing your scan, enter the post-processing interface. The model editing area is located at the top of the interface. You can use one-click editing by clicking the Apply button. The system will automatically complete post-processing operations, such as point cloud fusion and meshing. Click Cancel during processing to undo the current operation. Alternatively, you can manually process the model step by step. The first step is to perform point cloud fusion. Select a fusion method that fits your needs. When adjusting the point distance, it's advisable to use the recommended value. Setting the point distance too small can lead to longer processing times. If performing a marker scan, you can choose whether to remove the marker points from the point cloud. Once fusion is complete, you can use the point cloud editing tools as needed to further refine the model's details and enhance its quality. The next step is meshing, where you can choose between fast mesh and high-quality mesh. If using high-quality mesh, you can toggle the automatic hole filling feature. After meshing, mesh editing tools can be used to refine and adjust details. To generate a color model, click on Texture to perform the necessary operations. The toolbar on the right provides tools for manually selecting unwanted model data for detailed editing or deletion. The previous steps are the basic post-processing workflow. After processing is complete, click Export Model and select the desired format. In addition, you can merge models in this interface or export them to third-party software for measurement and other operations. To import your model to the Revo Metro software for measuring, please download and activate the software from the official website beforehand. See the Revo Metro tutorial series for detailed instructions. Next, we will demonstrate the MetroY Ultra's 5 scanning modes using 3 different models. First, we'll use this metal workpiece to demonstrate the cross lines, parallel lines, and single-line scanning modes. All 3 scanning modes must be performed under marker scan. Randomly attach markers to the object surface, ensuring that at least 5 markers are captured within a single frame during the scanning process. For best accuracy, attach the markers to flat surfaces rather than curved ones. Also, please avoid using soft pads or cloths with markers. Once the marker environment on the object surface is set up, connect the scanner and enter the scanning interface. Select Marker Scan and then adjust the target point distance. This object is medium-sized, and based on its level of detail, the target point distance can be set to about 0.4 millimeters. Next is scanning settings. First, we'll select the cross-line scan mode to quickly capture the object's overall data. Select High Accuracy for scanning accuracy, Metallic Shiny Object for the object type, and choose 6 millimeters for the marker inner diameter. In the depth camera interface, click Auto, and the software will adjust the depth camera exposure and laser brightness automatically. You can also turn off auto exposure for manual adjustment. Adjust the distance between the scanner and the object until the distance indicator bar shows Excellent or Good. Click the Start button to begin scanning. Hold the scanner steadily and move it slowly around the object at a consistent speed. During the scan, the model color will gradually change, and when it turns entirely blue, the scan data is complete. After repeatedly scanning from various angles until the overall model is mostly blue, click Pause, then switch to Parallel Line Scan Mode. Next, use the Parallel Line Scan Mode to continue scanning areas with finer surface details. Scan from multiple angles until these areas turn completely blue. Then click Pause and switch to Single Line Scan Mode to capture holes, grooves, and narrow areas, further refining model details. Once scanning is complete, enter the post-processing interface. You can choose one-click editing to automatically complete the model processing. If a more refined model is needed, you can also manually perform point cloud fusion, meshing, and other optional operations sequentially. After processing is finished, export the model in formats such as PLY, OBJ, or STL as needed. Next, we will demonstrate the full field scan mode. Using this sculpture as an example, we will perform a feature scan. Connect the scanner, click New Project on the software homepage, and switch to Feature Scan. Next, we'll configure the scan settings. Select Full Field, set the object type to General, and enable base removal if needed. Click Auto for automatic exposure adjustment, or choose Manual and adjust the settings to ensure that as much of the object surface as possible appears gray. After adjusting the scanning distance, click Start to begin the scan. Once the scan is finished, click here to complete the scan. Next, enter the post-processing interface. Use one-click editing to automate model processing or manually perform point cloud fusion, meshing, and other operations. After finishing, export the model in formats like PLY, OBJ, or STL. Finally, we will use this colored figurine to demonstrate the Auto Turntable scan mode. First, let's set up the environment for the Auto Turntable scan. Attach the tripod to the scanner. To ensure the object does not move during the turntable's tilting and rotation, secure it to the dual-axis turntable, then connect the power cable to the turntable. Then, open the software and connect the scanner. Click New Project to enter the scanning interface. As this object has rich geometric features, we'll select Feature Scan. Next, switch the scanning mode to Auto Turntable, set the object type to General, and optionally enable Color Scan. Click Accessories at the top of the interface, select Dual Axis Turntable, locate the device corresponding to the SN code on the back of the turntable, and click Connect. Then click Auto Turntable Scan Settings. Once the dual-axis turntable is shown as connected, you can configure its settings. First, set the rotation direction to clockwise or counterclockwise. Next is the rotation interval, which determines how many degrees the scanner waits between each capture. To capture more complete model details, avoid setting the turntable interval angle too large. In this tutorial, it is set to 15 degrees. The next setting controls turntable speed, which determines the time required for one full rotation. Larger values result in slower rotation speed. Configure the number of rotations and tilt angle for each. The dual-axis turntable can tilt up to plus or minus 30 degrees. It is recommended to set the first rotation to 0 degrees, so the turntable captures the main geometry in a horizontal position. This helps improve tracking stability during subsequent scans at different angles and reduces the chance of tracking loss. If you want to scan as many of the object's details and blind spots as possible, you can try setting multiple rotations and increasing the tilt angles for later rotations, such as setting the 4th and 5th rotations to plus 25 degrees and minus 25 degrees. After completing all settings, click OK. After completing the Auto Turntable scan settings, adjust the distance between the scanner and the object and the scanner's pitch angle. You can switch to white model preview mode to conveniently observe the real-time data capture results. Then click Start. During the scanning process, you can manually adjust the exposure value. Ensure the object surface remains as gray as possible, avoiding large areas of red or blue. Additionally, due to changes in the tilt angle, the scanning distance may occasionally fall outside the optimal range. This is normal, as long as no alignment errors or tracking loss occur. Once scanning is complete, enter the post-processing interface. Choose one-click editing for automatic model processing or manually perform point cloud fusion, meshing, and other operations. Afterward, export the model in formats like PLY, OBJ, or STL. In this video, you saw a detailed introduction to Revo Metro's UI and saw a hands-on demonstration of the MetroY Ultra scanner, including its scan modes and workflow. You can refer to this tutorial during actual use. See you in the next video.